beautiful actresses. They all are mothers. Like the best example is Alia Bhatt. I mean, she's doing such wonderful work. You can't imagine that she's a mother already. Like she still looks like the same young girl. We have actresses working since 20 plus years. One of the best examples would be Kareena Kapoor. She looks outstandingly ravishing.
We have in conversation with us very own Juhi Parmar. Hi Juhi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
First of all, congratulations for successful 3 seasons of Ye Meri Family.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So starting with the show, how did you decide that you want to play this part?
Okay, so there was no reason to say no, first of all, because it's such a brilliant show. When it was offered to me, by then season 1 had already come out, because that was based on a totally different family and it was already a brand and people had loved it. So I was thrilled to know that now they're coming up with a new family and they want me to play the part. And then when they narrated the story and my character to me, it was so interesting. She is a mother, very disciplined yet loving. Like there are so many layers to her. And sometimes she's even unpredictable, because sometimes you know that she's going to react, but sometimes you expect her to react badly, but she turns out to be the most loving, caring mother. So I had different shades to play, and a show like Ye Meri Family, which is loved by one and all, there was no reason that I would even think or even blink before saying yes.
Juhi, but tell me something. You're not someone जिसने अभी start किया to be choosy. You've always been choosy. You've always been very critical about what do you want to do and what you don't want to do. So how do you manage to strike a balance, and what does it cost?
Okay, so I'm very clear about the kind of work I want to do. And in that, the most important part is that I should be able to watch it with my family. Earlier it was just my parents, then now it is that I'm watching it with my daughter as well. So I wouldn't want to tell my daughter or my parents that I'm doing this particular work, but you can't watch it because there's something that I've done which I won't be comfortable with you guys watching. So that is something very important for me while I say yes or no to a character. Apart from that, what message am I giving? Like if you have noticed, any of my shows have not given a message to the society which is against the positivity. Or even if the show started, like say a show like Tantra, which was based on something like black magic, but the message that was given in the show was that this is not how it should be. Like when you do something like this, it's going to come back to you, and the message that it gave was that stay away from things like this. So any topic or any subject that I would choose, I will make sure that this is giving some good message in some way or the other, and adverse effect नहीं होना चाहिए लोगों पे, वो भी मेरे लिए बहुत important है. And that comes not only in choosing my projects where I'm playing character, it also comes in choosing the brands that I endorse. I would not endorse brands which I feel will not be good for the society. I end up saying no much more than yes.
So Juhi, when you take this as your approach of saying yes or no to a character, तो जब बहुत time तक कुछ ऐसा नहीं आता that you are seeking, how do you take that break?
I enjoy that break because that is the time I get to spend with my daughter. And in our industry, our work is such, the nature is such that when you're working, you have no break. And when a show is going on, you really don't know it's going to be on air for 2 years, 3 years when it comes to a daily soap. And at that time, there's hardly any scope of getting breaks enough for a vacation or doing things with your family. So whenever in between 2 shows, how much ever long or short it is, I enjoy that time thoroughly with my family, especially my daughter. I try and go for vacations, and I don't limit it to one vacation only. The moment one vacation gets over, I think where next can we go, even if it is a shorter one. So I live life during that phase, and I do not feel, oh my god, I'm not working back to back. In fact, I feel happy that I have got enough time on my hand to balance my personal and professional life.
Juhi, now you are someone who penetrates in OTT space. So, do you still feel that it is difficult for television actors to enter this space as it was back then?
To some extent, yes. For 2 reasons. One, they feel that TV actors are overexposed because they are seen on the screen every day. About 2.5 years back, there was somebody जिससे OTT की बात चल रही थी, and I was like, I would love to do this on OTT, something like this. And they told me at that time that for that you will need to take a break from TV. I was like, but why? They said because people who are seeing you every day on their screens need to have a break to see you in a different character. I don't understand the concept, but yes, I was told that. Deliberately, I wouldn't say I took a break from TV, but I in any case take a break after one show, and I did not like anything good enough to say yes to, and in the meantime, Ye Meri Family happened. So the break happened by default. But yes, people do expect, especially makers, to have a break between TV and OTT. It is somewhere, yeah, difficult to get into that space. It's not as easy as you would think.
Juhi, you talked about overexposure. So do you think because of TV or doing a particular serial or a particular role, you guys get typecasted easily?
Yeah, because it goes on for a very long time. It is very difficult to break a mold that you fit into. Because if somebody has seen you day in, day out for years, say in my case 7 years, it was very difficult for people to, it would be difficult for people to see me in another character immediately. Because you start seeing that actor as that character only. You start relating to that actor as that character, even the name for that matter. So it is definitely difficult for a television actor to break that mold, and it's very easy to get stereotyped.
For an actor, Juhi, after, especially for female, when they enter a new phase of life, be it of a married girl or a mother, the type of roles that starts coming in changes quickly. You must have noticed it yourself. So how do you look at it, and how does it affect your opportunities after becoming a mother?
See, so I don't think becoming a mother makes such a huge difference in TV and OTT. I think it's more to do with films, and now even that is not happening. Means all our beautiful actresses, they all are mothers. Like the best example is Alia Bhatt. I mean, she's doing such wonderful work, and you can't even imagine that she has changed. She's not changed one bit before being a mother and after being a mother, and you can't imagine that she's a mother already. Like she still looks like the same young girl. I think it's a thing of past when it used to make a difference as such. Pehle to it was not even just becoming a mother, even getting married used to really change the career of actresses. But with time, people and their thinking is evolving, and that really does not make such a huge difference. The difference that impacts a career of TV actor especially is the number of years of your career. They start looking at it like, okay, she's been around 15 years, she's been around for 20 years, so abhi itna time ho gaya, to acha theek hai, she should now graduate to play older characters. But I don't think that is how it should be, because in films they don't look at it like that. We have actresses working since 20 plus years, and they still look fab, and they still play characters that suit their age, but they don't have to play a mother to a 20-year-old. Best is, one of the best examples would be Kareena Kapoor. She looks outstandingly ravishing, and you can't take your eyes off her even now when she comes on screen. So even she has a career span of almost 20 years or 20 plus years. So it's not looked at that way in films, but in television somehow they feel that, oh, she's been around for so long, so she should be playing that role, whereas probably the guy or the girl who would be playing your daughter or son would be 5 years age gap only. So that doesn't work that way. So I have tried to play characters closer to my age, or something that I relate to. Like example, in Hamari Wali Good News, even though I had grown up kids, but they had shown that she got married at the age of 18. Yeah. She was still young enough in her early 40s that she could give birth to a child. So it was a very practical, logical, reasonable character why she had grown up kids. Yeah. That's why I accepted it, because this was underlined also a lot in the show, that she got married early and now she's pregnant. Obviously if she's pregnant, she's at a certain age that she's able to conceive. So I have tried to take up characters which suit my sensibilities also.
So Juhi, talking about pregnancy, nowadays actors, or I'll say women in general, they want to get back in shape as soon as they deliver. So were you of the same thought?
No. I took 1 full year to get back to dieting and all. even workout for that matter, because I didn't want to diet because I didn't want to deprive my child of the nutrition, and I was feeding her for almost a year. So that was one of the reasons, and I knew that if I'm not going to be able to diet, workout basic I could do, but weight loss is not going to happen. So after 1 year I got into fitness again, and I started my workout properly and started dieting, which was not starving but correct eating, and then lost weight.
Did it affect your opportunities during that
I
time?
was not even taking up work at that time in any case. I mean, even if work was offered to me, I was not ready to take it up. I took up work after 3.5 years of Samaira's birth. By the time she was 2.5, I was already 17 kgs down. But I didn't do it just for work opportunity. I did it for fitness also, for health also. And after losing weight also, for more than a year later, I said yes to Shani.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.